me closer to heaven. Resort in VA, next time we'll be in Aspen. Divinity, where all my problems is absent. A get away from the pain with shit done crashing. Yo, yeah, that, back. How real is that? Soon enough we at dinner tables and laughing. Tomahawk steaks on our plates, my day one's bragging. I'm on resource and knowledge resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my vacay. Angel on my left side, damn, just look how she slay. You fucking blood suckers. On my soapbox, Jamaican way I twist lock. Bitches on my jack and dreadlocks, Geechee with no socks. Naked over the stove, feeling like step pops. Baby boy, daddy Kane, it's time to step out. Keep it crippy, word to trippy, avoiding Mickey. Trap be sticky, block spinning to leave him dizzy. Gillespie, peace be with all my niggas resting. 9 peace with the beef, pray up and count your blessings. How real is that, Had to cut off the line and that's a fact, Cut off the niggas I knew was holding me back, I'm on resource and knowledge, resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my J.O. Lay low, ice cold, the show must go. What type of shit is you on? A new flow, let me connote, no, I got hope. For peddlers and cane pitchers, base hitters, lane switchers, bird flippers, before Twitter. Baby mamas and sisters and granny knock your ass out, you should've listened. Contradicting the box, faded. Scottie Pippen, dipped in Christian. Stand in the rain, my new edition. Breaking family curses, building a new tradition. Secured the clip in, Janelle and Willie on some new shit. Holy water protecting your boy from holy war. Life's a movie, nigga, I'm conducting the score. Off the porch through muddy water, staying the course. Appreciate every breath while I'm dealing with loss. Lanes merge when you got no business in it. Which direction you headed, make sure you pin it. Confession spewed to the world, record my penance. Ironic how hard but pain is self-inflicted. How real is that? I'm on resource and knowledge resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my in the streets, fuck love, life, and loyalty. Niggas flamed and hate, betrayed by older G's. Throwing guppies to sharks, shit I can't believe. OG Percy's unaware of the difference between the core and the sheets and what the future brings. A hustler's dream and his reality. Bill collectors be calling fuck if the baby eat. How the hell he gon' believe in what the pastor preach? Fuck you, crack a 40, light up the ether. Baby mama don't give a damn about your feelings neither. And you be spending the time to raise up your seed. Curation it takes fulfilling emotional needs. She just mad you got another bitch down on her knees. Consequence of ignoring love when engagements ring. But shit, y'all always fighting and out of sync. Cause your side piece instinctively provides peace. That's realer than Holyfield on a June night. So it's fuck what they saying, but never losing sight. Watch the intricate plots under enticing lights. So many homies, Jesus Christ, there go your peace of mind. Yeah, and that's a fact. How real is that? Yo, trips to the mountains got me closer to heaven. Resort in VA, next time we'll be in Aspen. Divinity, where all my problems is absent. A get away from the pain with shit done crashing. Yo, yeah, that, back. How real is that? Soon enough we at dinner tables and laughing. Tomahawk steaks on our plates, my day one's bragging. I'm on resource and knowledge resort to violence, retort to comments. No time for problems, I'm on my vacay. Angel on my left side, damn, just look how she slay. You fucking blood suckers. On my soapbox, Jamaican way I twist lock. Bitches on my jack and dreadlocks, Geechee with no socks. Naked over the stove, feeling like step pops. Baby boy, daddy Kane, it's time to step out. Keep it crippy, word to trippy, avoiding Mickey. Trap be sticky, block spinning to leave him dizzy. Gillespie, peace be with all my niggas.
Oh, it just didn't do the intro, so we just here. We just here now.
Oh,
We here. We back. I
Shout
think
out to
we
Lame
on.
on the track, man.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man. We
Wait,
back.
I see something. I see something happening.
Now I see it.
Yeah, I see us now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We in here. Y'all got
Always
me coming on this show crazy, y'all. Hey,
Always
listen,
something.
man. I'm eating, man. It's lunchtime. I'm going back on mute.
Yeah. But yeah, we back with Down to the Wire. You know, week 18. A lot of stuff to talk about. Back with Colin, Lee, Sebastian, as always. How y'all feeling, man?
I'm good, man. We won that chip last week. You know, it's officially over.
Yeah.
Two-time
Shout
champ,
out-
two
shout out
champs,
to
two
the
leagues.
champs, the group
Yeah.
project.
Group project, we did it, man. Lee, I gotta send you the bread when this comes my way. No, I'm playing. It's still funny this league.
Yeah,
But-
this shit was great, man.
I lost my money league, unfortunately.
Oh man.
I won my work
Yeah.
league, but lost my money league. So
Also, anybody who's still playing for fantasy anything right now, I'm sorry. That means you in a terrible league because there's no reason.
yeah, I was gonna
why
say,
you-
quit your league.
Yeah.
Quit the league if your league is still there.
Yeah.
You got no one playing today. You
No.
got Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz started the day.
Hey,
Yeah.
that 20 team league still going, man.
That's terrible.
I'm not in it this year, but you know,
But that's what IDPs, right? They got everything.
yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, let's hop into it. So there were games yesterday. First game was Ravens and Browns. Ravens smashed them 35-10. You know, Lamar did his thing. Derrick Henry got like 1,900 yards on the season, 2 more touchdowns. Yeah, thoughts?
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like the Ravens really showed out. They did what they were supposed to do. They wasn't up against any kind of major competition, but it was really just a showcase. I don't know if this really is going to impact any MVP voters for Lamar, but I know you have listed here, is it Super Bowl or bust for the Ravens? I think, yeah, they got everything you could possibly need to win the Super Bowl. The only thing they don't have is home field advantage throughout the playoffs, and I'm sorry, Colin, but the team that does have it, most people think like they're just viewed as lesser than their actual record is right now. They didn't score over 30 points all year. We'll get back into the Chiefs stuff a little later, but the AFC is stacked. But like the Ravens had,
Did you see last week?
Whatever. The Ravens have the
I
most.
can't say that no more. So take that out your arsenal.
Listen, yeah, I
I
did
can't
it
say that
last
no
week.
more.
Yeah, I did it last week.
Yeah, put some respect on my squad. I'm going back on mute.
The Ravens do have the most Pro Bowlers in the AFC. I think in the NFL is a total. Like they have 4 on defense, 5 on offense. I will say one of those Pro Bowlers is a fullback, but that's still more than the next closest team, which is the Chiefs at 5. You know, it's put up or shut up time for me and Lamar, man. I picked the Ravens to win the Super Bowl to start the year, I think. So it's time, bro. It's time.
Definitely time.
Colin, were you trying to get in there? You on mute?
No, I was just mad because I got my DoorDash bag in the back. COVID times, man. I was during COVID times. Go ahead, Lee.
No, we just coming off the holiday break. Definitely DoorDash, Uber Eats be popping. But yeah, I think Lamar definitely needs to. He's at the point where like he's got multiple MVPs. He's had the regular season success. He's got all the records and the stats. He doesn't have a championship, so he's starting to turn into like this generation's Peyton Manning, where I feel like he's in the regular season, you can guarantee he's going to be top 3, top 5 MVP votes. But in the playoffs, he hasn't really done it yet. I think he's 2-4 in the playoffs. We saw what they did last year. They completely collapsed in that game. I forgot who they played. Was it the Chiefs? Or I forget who it was. But they where they just where they abandoned the run and they only ran it like 4 times. So hoping they can kind of learn from that. They got Derrick Henry this year. I feel like they're all in. So Lamar somehow still has questions. He still has doubters. I don't know why. Like even this year, he's putting up crazy numbers. He's got better stats than he did last year. We'll get into if he deserves MVP later, but just statistically, I don't know why people are still doubting him. The only real reason is because of that Super Bowl that's missing. So yeah, the Ravens are definitely in that situation where they need to win.
I was quite happy to see them play the way that they played last night. I'm happy that they played their actual starters and that they wanted to continue to get a rhythm because I think they're really starting to click at the right time. There are 3 teams that are really, really clicking at the right time, if you ask me right now, being Number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2, Los Angeles Rams. And number 3, the Baltimore Ravens. Lamar looked great, but he like he said, they had a few mistakes, a few things that they could fix. They weren't perfect, but they looked great regardless. Zay Flowers got a little nick, but they say he's all right. He'll be good to go next week. Excuse me. I enjoyed watching this Ravens game, man. Yeah. I know like some people are like hypercritical of the Ravens right now. I think they look good, and I think they're good enough to beat anybody right now. Especially if Lamar wants to take off in the offseason, because in certain games where the pass wasn't clicking, he didn't really use his feet the way he could have this year, and he said his mom cussed him out one of those games. So I'm interested to see what playoff Lamar is going to look like this year, if he's going to try to just be a game manager, or if he's going to let himself be a superstar like he is.
Yeah, I just can't put much stock into this last game that they just played. Yeah, they looked good, but like they played Bailey Zappi. They did what they were supposed to do. That's the only thing you could really say. I think like what more could they do? They won by like 20 something. So I don't think this win, I don't think moved the needle for me, but it was definitely good to see them take care of business, so to speak. I
don't think it's about moving the needle. I think it's about making sure that you're firing on the right cylinders, and they look like they're firing on the right cylinders. I obviously, I don't think at this point of the season anybody's going to look any better or worse, and we'll get into the next game where that's exactly what I'm going to get at. I don't think anybody looks any better or any worse at this point. You are who you are. Are you doing the necessary things and the right things?
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of that next game, like let's hop over to it.
I got it. I'm going back on mute.
That next game, Bengals Steelers, man. Bengals like were able to secure the win. Chase, I think he secured the Triple Crown with this game, with 10 more catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. Steelers continue to slip, man. I mean, I think they've lost, 3 or 4 straight. Steelers secured their playoff spots. They're still making the playoffs. Bengals looking like they can squeak in. Do we think the Bengals are going to make it? And if so, like, are they dangerous?
I'll be honest. I don't even know what the scenario is for them.
I got you.
It's them and the Broncos, right?
So they need the Broncos. They had to win, so they did that. They need the Dolphins to lose to the Jets, and they need the Broncos to lose to the Chiefs. I don't even know if the Chiefs are playing the guys. So go ahead.
They're playing Carson Wentz. I mean, Carson Wentz is starting. So
never know.
I don't know. I think the Chiefs low key. I mean, Colin, you tell me. I feel like no one wants the Bengals in the playoffs. So if I'm the Chiefs, I'm not helping them. I can see why they're playing Carson Wentz, but it'll be crazy because they're gonna have like the leader in passing.
Don't care. We don't give a damn about the Bengals. I don't know if anybody like actually knows this, but we're not afraid of these niggas. Like we get it, Joe Burrow beat us once. But like we're not afraid of them at all, bro. We've been kicking on them for the last like 2-3 seasons.
If there's any team,
don't care.
If there's any team that can go in a 40-point shootout with them, I would take Joe Burrow. I mean,
they're not scoring 40 against us. Yeah. Like they score 40 on like other people. Y'all go look at this. Y'all go look at the stats. Y'all go look at the past games. They're not scoring 40 on us. It just doesn't happen.
In Arrowhead it'll be tough. But
I want to see stadium. It would be tough.
I mean, I want to see the Bengals in there just because of that offense. They got. I think Burrow is going to be like leading in passing yards.
Jamar Chase knows exactly what's up with us, man.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is leading in all the receiving, and they also have the sack leader in Hendrickson too. So it's like they have all these.
He's a problem.
They have all these individual pieces, and offense is fine, but defensively is going to be the question for them. I hope they make the playoffs, but again, you just listed out the scenario. It doesn't sound.
Yeah,
I mean it's doable, but we'll see.
I hope they make it. I think the league hopes they make it. The Bengals are just a more exciting ticket than whatever the other option would be. Like Burrow, Chase. Yeah, man.
I'd rather have Burrow and Chase than
Bo Nix. I see the Bo Nix or Tua, bro. I'm not trying to see that. I don't care. I'm trying to see Joe Burrow.
For once, I agree with
Chase.
Sebastian.
Yeah, bro. Get the Bengals in the playoffs. Put the fix in, man. Get Mahomes in the game.
There needs to be no fix. I told you guys this either last week or a couple weeks ago. We tend to win this game like when Mahomes doesn't play, like, and we're just playing, or even when Mahomes was the guy who took over in the last game of the season, he won that game.
Yeah. So
like, we normally we're playing the Chargers, and they're normally like depleted with injury, but don't get it messed up, bro. We have a number of young players who are ready to prove themselves. We have a number of veteran players who have been demoted. Guys like Josh Williams, who played pretty well, had a couple shaky moments against the Steelers, but he played pretty well against the Steelers. Josh Williams, as a rookie, was a stud for us at the cornerback position. So, don't just because guys like McDuffie, Bolton might not play, Chris Jones might not play. Mahomes, I doubt Pacheco's playing. I pray to God D-Hop isn't playing. Like,
I feel like if the Chiefs weren't so banged up in general, that they would play their starters for this game without the worry of what it means for the impact of the Bengals coming in. But they are banged up, so they're probably going to rest a bunch of starters.
Who?
Mahomes is walking around with an ankle, bro. What you mean?
He's not hurt.
He's not playing in this game.
Bro,
I mean, that's Mahomes, bro. That's one person. You said we're banged up.
But we're also forgetting that the Chiefs have a month off. The Chiefs have a month off before they play.
Yeah, that's true.
It's 24 days before they'll play their next game.
Wait for real?
Yeah,
because they haven't played since Christmas.
They haven't played since Christmas, and they won't play till like January 17th. So
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So will Reed play his starters with that in mind? Like, don't want them to be rusty?
No.
Bro,
they're playing the Broncos this week, right?
Yeah. We have enough. Yeah. We have enough veteran players who have been in this situation where I'm confident that we don't need them to play right now, next week, or the following week. For us to, I mean, we don't have to play the following week, but I'm confident that we have guys who are going to be able to practice at an elite level and have it ready to go by game time.
So since the Chiefs have like a lot of control this week, they play the Broncos. The Broncos are trying to get in. They can help the Bengals. Would you as a Chiefs fan, would you rather the Bengals or the Broncos in the playoffs? Like, who are you more worried? Who would you rather not? Like, who are you more worried about?
The Bengals, just so we could potentially see them and crush all of their hopes and dreams. I don't want the Broncos in the playoffs, bro. Like, I'm never rooting for an AFC West team. Like, never.
I guess.
Okay. The Broncos could go to hell. I pray to God we dog them today.
My question is with the 17 playoff, because the two teams get a bye. How does it work? Like seven plays to 6?
No, only one team gets to bye.
Yeah, I would say I don't think one team gets to bye in each conference.
So right now 2 plays 7.
Okay.
And then 3 plays 6, and then 4 and 5.
That's how the college football playoff should be. Like I told you, but whatever.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Top 12 teams.
But do you think the seeding matters to like some of these teams? Like, because right now, if we're looking like the AFC, it's Bills versus the 7th seed. So we're talking about Bills versus Broncos or Bills versus Bengals.
Yo, we need that Bills Bengals game, man. As a team, as an NFL watching community, we need that game.
I don't think Josh Allen makes it out of that game.
Versus Denver?
Versus Denver or versus the Bengals?
Versus the Bengals. I don't think Josh Allen. I don't think Josh Allen lives to see another day after that. I'm just be real, bro.
Because right now it looks like it might be like Steelers, Ravens again, and then Texans, Chargers.
If the Bengals get Bengals versus Bills round 1 would be.
I need crazy.
That
street.
I'm trying to see that.
Put the fix in, Goodell. You know what you got to do.
Carson Wentz.
Buffalo Wild Wings, baby.
Aaron Rodgers is going away party, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings, bro. We got to make that call. if not who, then if not us, then who? If not now, then when?
Hey, on the flip side, it looks like what would it be? Right now, it'd be Eagles, Packers.
Okay.
Rams, Commanders, and then either whoever wins, either Lions or Vikings, and the Buccaneers or Falcons.
Wait, who would be playing the Buccaneers? Oh, so it would be the Lions or Vikings versus the Buccaneers or Falcons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be back, y'all. I gotta finish this broth, but I'm gonna do this off campus. I gotta do a 4-day code. You feel me?
I don't know. I like that Eagles Packers game though.
Yeah,
Especially-
rematch of the first game of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it back to the States.
Low key PMC. I'm thinking about the Love Dog, man. It's looking right this year, bro.
No,
This year, man. It's looking right.
I mean, it should be a tough game, but I don't know. I think Packers are gonna need a number one receiver to step up because we low in the box.
They got like 4 number 3 receivers.
Yeah, like I just don't think it's gonna be the same type of game as the first game of the season. Rams Commanders is interesting. I don't know how that game will go.
I feel like all the NFC matchups are really all toss-ups. To be honest with you, the NFC is so like it's like.
Well, I'll say outside of that, whoever plays that Vikings or Lions, like I think I think they win that game. Like Vikings or Lions, it doesn't matter if it's Buccaneers or Falcons. To me,
Yo, Bucks is kind of wild, yo.
they're better.
They can score.
You think they can upset the Vikings or the Lions though?
Vikings, yes. Lions, no. If that makes sense.
I think it's opposite.
Yeah.
I think Lions are more vulnerable just because of the injuries.
The Lions are so hurt.
Yeah.
Like, it gets said every time the Lions are on TV, but like it's true. Like you can go down the list. There's so many players.
Well, I'll say this: if they're playing the Lions, that means the Lions the Lions need to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to buy more than any team has ever needed to buy ever. So it's like if they're playing the Lions, then yeah, I see that. But I think in general, like I would pick I think the Lions are better than the Vikings, who are better than the Bucks.
I mean, but a crazy scenario like too is like, do you want the bye? Because you reseed. I mean, you reseed. Do you want?
Yes, you want the bye. Yeah. Yes, you want the bye.
Why? Think about. I'm just saying. No. Hear me out. I'm just saying. Outside of the bye, you're playing the lowest seed. So
which could be the Lions.
No.
I mean the Vikings because they're going to be the wild card.
No. It's the Commanders. It would be the Commanders because Lions or Vikings get 5. Commanders are 6.
Yeah, because they didn't win the division.
I'm saying if in the second round.
That's what I'm saying.
The lowest seed will
you want the bye. Yes, you want home field. There's no debate.
I'll say this: if Commanders win the first
round,
there is a debate, I don't want to play them in the second round.
There's a bunch of teams that don't want to play with the bye.
If you're trying to win the Super Bowl, it doesn't matter who you play in the second round of the playoffs, whether it's
Yes, it does.
No, bro.
What are you talking about?
Yes, it does.
Bro, if I'm the Lions and I have aspirations to win the Super Bowl, I can't be avoiding playoff matchups against rookie quarterbacks because it's more convenient for me, even though I'll be on the road for that matchup potentially. You get what I'm saying? No, bro. Give me the bye.
You wouldn't be on the road.
No, you're saying if you get the bye, if you don't get the bye, now you're on the road for the first game.
Where you're going with this?
Yeah,
you're forced to play in the first game of the season, the first game of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Then who knows who won any of those other games and what's going to happen in round 2? Give me the bye and let me see what happens while I get my guys healthy, especially if I'm the Lions. Give me the bye.
Do you believe that there are certain teams?
But I guess go ahead.
Do you believe that there are certain teams that play better before or after a bye week?
I know any Andy Reid team does.
Yeah. Andy Reid
plays better. Any Bill Belichick team did back in the day.
So you acknowledge there are some teams that don't play well after sitting for a week.
I don't know if the Lions or Vikings are one of those teams.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, I acknowledge that.
But
it exists.
I think the other thing too is the landscape of it is Lions or Vikings, whoever's the number 1 seed, you have to play. You're either gonna play a division team because you're gonna you could potentially play the Packer or the Packers who's in your division, so you got to play them a third time, or potentially like Commanders if they lose or if they win.
I'm just not worrying about the Commanders right now, bro. I'm sorry, it's not like a.
Yeah, I think
so. Give me home field.
I think of all the NFC teams, the Commanders are my least on the power rankings. They're on the least.
Yeah,
but I think if they win,
which conference has the strongest? Which conference is most competitive right now in terms of their playoffs?
Yeah,
NFC,
and then like
wide open.
But the
Commanders to me are the
Commanders
Bengals of the NFC.
Y'all are right, but the Commanders still ain't. They not sweet.
They're the
They
Bengals.
not sweet.
I'm not saying they're wrong. I'm not saying they can't win.
And I'm
I'm
not saying
more
the
afraid
rest
of
of
the
the home
Commanders
team.
than I am the Buccaneers or the
No.
Falcons.
Oh,
That
Falcons,
Bucs-
sure.
I don't know, bro. The Bucks, bro.
Buccaneers?
The Bucks are a top 5 offense.
I like
so
the
Playoff
Buccaneers
Baker?
healthy. I like
the
them
Bucks are a
healthy.
top 5. The Bucks.
Playoff Baker?
Oh,
Yeah,
the,
playoff Baker.
Bucks have a quarterback who's been to a conference championship game. They have
Big
Mike
game.
Evans. I mean, Godwin's out, but I mean, Bucky Irvin's still good. Like, listen, they
Bucky Irvin
put
doing
numbers
things.
up.
Dog
They've
White's
never
still
been to
there.
a conference championship.
But Baker has.
No, he hasn't.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
No, he hasn't.
When did Baker go to a conference?
With the Browns. Am I tripping?
No.
What?
Conference championship?
Final four. The
So,
final
so he
four.
played to go to the Super
Huh?
Bowl.
Yo, am I
No.
tripping?
No, you're
Yes,
tripping,
you
bro.
are.
You're tripping, bro.
You would have got paid. They would have paid him.
Yeah.
Browns
When
would've paid
did,
him.
when did
You're
the
tripping.
Browns
With the
go
Browns
to the
too?
AFC
Like, you're tripping.
final-
You're
the
tripping.
AFC
Yo, am I
championship?
tripping? Hold
You're
on.
Yes,
tripping.
you are.
You're tripping.
You're tripping, but
They
back
got to the playoffs, but they ain't go to
Yeah,
no
you're
AFC
tripping,
they ain't go, yeah.
championship. Who they play?
You're tripping,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on.
Conference
Super Bowl that
championship?
year.
The Browns? When were
It's
the
always
Browns?
the
in
Chiefs.
Oh,
the
you're
It's always
right,
the
you're
Chiefs
right,
are
you're
always
right,
in the
you're right.
top
I
Yeah.
round. So there's no way.
It was
they-
a division. It was a division. It was a division.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And
saying.
they lost
Like-
to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But like
My bad.
Baker's having one of those years where like similar to
He's having a good year.
Similar
Hey,
to
yo, shout out to Toby, bro. Like
What'd he say?
Toby was on it, bro. Second round loss to the Chiefs with no Mahomes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I do
No
remember
Baker.
that.
No Baker.
You
Yeah.
know Baker, yeah.
But like, I guess it depends how you view Baker because like I look at the Bucks kind of like the Bengals, but not
I
as
don't
good.
remember that game.
Like Bengals light. Like the Bengals are so good because Joe Burrow can just score 40 on you in the playoffs. I think the Bucks and Baker can do that to anyone
If
in
they
the
make
NFC.
it.
Just drop 40 points any week.
If they make
If
it.
they make it, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like Baker. I like the offense. I don't know. I don't know. They be
I mean,
smacking the
Boomer
Eagles.
bust.
That's all I know.
They're
They be
bust.
smacking the
They're
Eagles.
inconsistent, but they've beaten the Eagles, the Vikings, and the
Yeah,
Lions.
they be smacking the Eagles.
Listen,
Yeah.
give me that bye, give me home field, especially if I'm the Lions, bro. I need that.
The Lions need
Yeah,
it.
man.
But there's a
Everybody
good
doesn't-
chance they
everybody
play
doesn't
their
wanna have to-
division.
Start up, restart, start. You know, they might want it. You know, they might want to take the Giants. I bet you, Sebastian.
What are we doing in any of these playoff
I
conversations?
bet you wish they didn't have time to go on that damn boat.
Why are we in Giant? Why are the Giants in any conversations right now? We didn't even have
Because
a bye then.
Because
That wasn't a bye week.
that wasn't a bye week. So
No,
what was that?
bro,
What
was
happened?
the problem. Wasn't even a
So
bye.
why were they in Miami how did they have time to do that?
Who knows, bro?
Now, I mean, obviously we know what happened. It didn't work. They thought they were
Who
the
had
one
the
seed or
bye?
something. I don't know.
Are we sure? Who had
It was
the bye
not a
that
bye,
season?
bro. The
Toby gonna let us
Packers
know.
had the
I
bye
got faith.
that year. Oh.
Toby gonna look it up. Don't worry.
I got faith.
What year? What are you talking
Oh,
about? When they had
yeah,
the
because
bye?
y'all played
It's like
at,
2016.
y'all lost at y'all played at Green Bay that year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so y'all did.
So it
have
wasn't even Green Bay because they didn't have the bye. So I don't know. Maybe
it used to be 2 buys, right? It used to be
Yeah, it used to be 2.
yeah. So
No,
I don't know who
too.
Big Quavo is, but he said the Giants gonna win. Laughed my ass off. Is that on the docket? I haven't seen the rundown for today. Is that so? Can we just
the Giants and the Jets.
Can we do
are
a
gonna
hot
do some
take on that
bullshit.
real quick?
That they're gonna win.
The
today.
Giants are gonna win
Yeah,
today.
and fuck up their draft. Fuck up their draft order. Yeah,
What Malik
I
say?
mean, it's already
Malik
fucked.
yeah. They
Fuck
fucked it
your
up last
tank.
week.
It's already done.
Fuck the tag.
Fuck your
I
take.
don't want to talk about the Giants, bro.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
talk about our next topic.
Sebastian, I'm looking a lot better right now. Travis Hunter, number one.
Yo, it is looking pretty good.
Hey, our next topic though is the what's it called? Who's getting fired? You think Dave
Oh
Ball
my god.
is
Y'all
getting
forcing
fired?
me to talk about
Is
these
Dave
teams,
Ball
bro.
getting fired?
I wouldn't be
He said
surprised. I wouldn't be
Never
surprised.
got hired.
He's on the hot
Yeah,
seat.
Josh Allen made Dabo. I don't think he's that good. But
Who's the dude on Hard Knocks that made the call to Saquon?
the GM,
The GM.
Get his
Sean
ass out of here.
Payne, whatever his name
Get him
is.
to get him the
Gotta
fuck
get
out
him
of
out.
here.
yeah, and just hire his son or whoever that was.
Yeah.
No.
The son was like, yo, trade up for
He said
Jaden
Jaden-
The
Daniels.
son, yeah,
Wait, the son said, wait, what did the son
He
say?
was like trading for Jay Daniels. It's obvious.
Yeah,
Like,
it's obvious.
And then it was on hard night. He's like, yo,
his
yeah,
kid's
get
like
in there.
12. Like,
Nah. So he the opposite of the Jets coach.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
What
the
is- what is
opposite of
Jets
the Jets
owner?
guy. Yeah, the Jets
Bro.
son don't know what he's doing, but we need the
he was
Giants.
like, it's obvious. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, look at him. Like, why wouldn't you? It's crazy, man.
That hard knocks is gonna get everyone in that front office fired. That hard
Yeah,
knocks.
yeah. It was just terrible to put out.
They made him look all bad.
shit.
I
Hey,
mean,
that kid.
so-
that kid got a future, bro.
so real question though, a
Holy
theory.
shit.
Do you think
That's funny.
Do you think there's a world where Giants try to? Because now everybody's saying like McCarthy is like on the
That was my
trade
pick.
block.
I
Do you-
think he's getting fired.
Do you think? But do you think the Giants would trade for McCarthy
No,
in any type of scenario?
And McCarthy
They're not-
sucks, yo.
I don't think
I'm
anyone
not
would
saying-
trade. I don't think
I'm
anyone
not
would
high on
trade
McCarthy
for
at all.
McCarthy.
I'm
Don't
not
do
high
that.
on McCarthy at all. I'm just
I don't think-
saying he's gonna. He might. People were saying he's on the block now. Because of
I think
JJ
Darnold.
he's-
McCarthy.
Yo,
JJ McCarthy.
PMC.
Oh,
is-
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
My fault. I thought you meant
JJ
Mike
McCarthy is
Yo, did
Mac
the
Jones
stream
with
die
Lamar.
for y'all?
It died
No.
and came back.
Oh.
No, it's been constant for me. Anyway, I don't know what's up with your Wi-Fi. Over
Yeah,
there.
what's up? What's up with you?
Anyways, JJ McCarthy is Mac Jones with Lamar Jackson straight line speed.
Yeah.
Well, people were. I saw some people say that McCarthy would be the
He's
top
Mac
quarterback.
Jones but runs a 4.4.
Yeah,
I'll take that, bro. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. That's
Yeah.
that's a little improvement from what we had with Daniel Jones.
Yo, JJ McCarthy not good, bro.
Says
Like,
who? Since when?
Says
I'm just
me, bro.
saying,
We don't know. We don't
with
know.
your-
I
with
feel like
your
we
draft
don't know. That's the
position, you
thing.
can draft someone else. You know what I'm saying? And you get JJ. Like, I don't know. Because if you miss out on Cam and Shador, you waiting for Arch next year?
Sure. I like Jackson Dart a little bit from Ole
What?
Miss.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
get
alright.
out of here, man. Come
Jackson-
on.
In like the third
Jackson
round?
Dart, but you
Come
don't
on.
want JJ McCarthy. Sebastian,
No,
man.
I didn't like JJ McCarthy coming out of Michigan.
Well, the thing is,
But
have
you
to
like
give up-
Jackson Dart
Better than JJ McCarthy? Sure.
Well, the thing is,
why?
McCarthy will
What
cost you
reason?
more. McCarthy
Because
will
of his
cost
last
you
name?
something.
Yeah.
McCarthy, you're gonna have to give up another pick. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, bro.
you can probably get.
But is Jackson Dart like the answer? You know what I mean?
No,
McCarthy.
I'm just, if you can't get Cam or Shador, then you're drafting somebody in the third
Did
round.
McCarthy
No,
win a
I-
chip? Win a
No, I
national
think if you can't
championship?
get Cam or Shador, then you wait for Arch.
Not tripping.
Sure.
Michigan just won the national championship, right?
Yo, so what?
'Cause-
And what the
People
fuck
win
is
national
Jackson Dart doing
championships
down
all
at
the time, bro.
down at good old Rebel, Mississippi? Good old Dixie.
Listen,
Dixie
I don't,
did not rise again.
I don't know.
I don't believe in JJ
Dixie
McCarthy.
down there
I don't
looking like
either.
Dixie cups.
I don't like
I don't
And I
McCarthy
used to be
either.
an Ole Miss fan.
I
I
don't
don't
like
believe
McCarthy
in him,
either.
bro. I don't believe in him. I still think Giants are getting Cam Ward somehow. So
That's all
we'll
right,
see.
bro.
We'll
Y'all
see.
gonna learn
I don't know.
about two.
That's
There's
not-
two people in the league y'all gonna learn about. Possibly JJ McCarthy. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm not like I don't think he's gonna be trash. And Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
He gets to
back
play.
to
Hendon
McCarthy,
Hooker was
I don't-
about to be stop, Sebastian. He was about to be top 15 before he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
Like
he
let's
gets
not
to
do
play.
this, bro.
Yeah,
He was a high. He was in the Heisman.
He was high, yeah.
he was
like,
in the Heisman
talk.
talks, yeah.
He was
Shout out
cooking.
to- shout out to
But I don't know,
Hendon
He beat
Hooker.
the shit out of Alabama. What are you talking
I saw-
about?
Yeah.
Like, did you see? Man, go watch that Tennessee versus Alabama game. Hendon Hooker was out there diamond on them boys, bro. Head tops all game from the first quarter to the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where would you put McCarthy in this draft? Because I saw Adam Schefter say he would be like
Third.
one of the top, if not the top quarterbacks. So if you have him as like the third quarterback, like then
Actually,
yeah, I
I'll
would
put him
trade
at
up for him.
two because I don't have Cam Ward as high as everybody else does. That's just me personally.
So you would take
Um,
McCarthy over Cam Ward.
I would. And if I were looking at a draft stock, I could see why somebody would be like, of course, I want Cam Ward above JJ McCarthy. But if I'm looking at their college tape and I want an NFL quarterback, I would probably have JJ McCarthy over Cam
Yeah.
Ward.
Yeah, and you can probably get
Faster,
McCarthy
bigger arm,
if you can
taller.
get McCarthy. If the
He's
Giants
white.
can somehow get McCarthy for
great hair.
No. In my head, I'm like, yo, like it would just be so funny because it's just
Who
like
said yours in the chat?
I
bro?
don't think Giants can do it because you could have traded Daniel Jones for McCarthy.
Oh my god, bro. I can't believe
like you
Kyle
could-
just said he's white.
You could have put a package together.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Come on, man, Mel Kiper, bro. Like, you know, he
Mel
keeping him.
Kiper.
You
I don't
turned
even think
into Mel Kiper just now.
I don't
You
think
put
Mel
McCarthy
Kiper.
over
Yeah,
Cam, bro.
I just channeled
I don't
because
even
I
know-
studied Mel Kiper, man.
Ewers
And
not even
I-
going to the
the more I
draft.
studied him, the more I realized the bullshit.
So that was my theory was that Quinn Ewers is gonna. I think he's a junior. I think he's a junior. I think he can
He's like a
declare.
super senior.
Yeah, he's like
super
so he,
senior.
he can declare. So I can see him declaring late and then him jumping up draft boards, like Colin says, like these guys come in late and he's the white guy. So he's gonna come in and be the white savior and get jumped up to like
This was the
number
year
1 and
that
2.
Quinn Ewers was supposed
And the Giants
to
are
do
gonna
that.
I
reach
think
and
he's
take
gonna go
him.
back to
Like,
college.
I had
God.
Quinn.
I think
I
he
had
goes
Quinn
college.
Ewers as my number 1 quarterback coming out of this season.
I
I
think he's
thought
going
this
back
was going
to
to be the
college.
season that Quinn.
Yeah, I mean,
well,
He's
he's
gonna have to
about to
transfer
transfer.
if he does.
he was
that.
hyped. He was
He
hyped. He's
will. That's what
crazy
Cam
coming out
Ward
of
did.
high
They're
school.
reporting that
Yeah.
he's been offered upwards of $6 million to
Yeah.
transfer.
Cam Ward did
And
it.
Arch said that he has no plans
Arch said
to
he's
transfer.
staying.
Yeah.
And
So, I don't know.
It's
we
crazy
saw
that
what Quinn Ewers
We're
looked like.
about to win
in
these boys
round
a
2.
national championship. And he gonna transfer out. That's wild.
He's not about to win it. The defense is about to win it. Quinn Ewers does not look good. He does not
He
look like
made the throws in that game.
Did he really make those throws? Did he
It was
really
a
make
compare-
double. It was
Or were they
overtime
late-
game. They
were
threw the
those
ball
late
3 times
throws?
and won the game, bro.
Were they late throws or were they just honestly boneheaded plays by safeties?
His stock
Arizona State
from-
safeties literally sold on both of those last touchdown plays.
Yeah, throughout the year, his stock has fallen a lot from like week 1 to now.
Drastically.
His stock.
Arch
him
should have
and-
never seen the field unless they were up 40.
He got injured.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he did get hurt, but
Arch plays in regular games. He you know what I'm saying? They have him running a quarterback power. Arch plays just about every game.
I don't care about Quinn Ewers. I'm just saying the dude threw some balls on that damn game and won them
I saw a bunch of
playoff
late passes.
He's not even
I
gonna
saw
be
a
in the
bunch of-
draft,
I saw a
man.
bunch
He's
of
not going
lofted
to the
passes
draft.
that's going to be picked off at the next level when he hits the league.
He's not going to.
And
draft.
I saw a clear case here why Arch is going to be the starting quarterback at Texas next year.
Anyway, to answer your original question, PMC, no, I don't think the Giants fire Brian Dable.
Okay.
I don't.
yeah, but see, here's the thing: if you don't fire
Imagine
him,
you just went 0 for 3 on all of
If you-
these little
if
topics
you-
you just did.
is- yeah, but it's not a 1-year thing. So if you don't fire him, you have to give him another like 2 or 3 years because they're gonna get a new quarterback. I don't think it'd be fair to get a new quarterback and fire the
Yeah,
coach.
because
and
then you're
you
the
have 2
Bears.
and you're the Bears. So it's not only are you keeping him for 2 or 3 years, and that's where I think you have to say it's time to start over.
Well,
I think they are.
what does he add? What is he adding to this team? Like, what culture is he?
Well, he's supposed to be the
Establishing.
quarterback guy. He's supposed to be the quarterback whisperer.
How has this worked out?
That's what I'm saying. He's supposed to.
Tommy
be the quarterback
Cutlets.
whisperer,
That's the
right?
highlight.
Daniel Jones got a bag.
That was internal. Y'all did that.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that was
Y'all
before
did
his-
that.
that was
Listen, he
before
looked
his-
good for a
Come
second
on,
there.
man.
He looked good.
Come on.
That's the
He
one thing
didn't
with
look good.
that's the one thing with
He
Dable. He never
didn't
had
look
his never
good.
had his own quarterback. Yeah.
Daniel
know.
Jones never looked good.
Do you think any of these other coaches on the hot seat like swap?
I think the Cowboys fire McCarthy. I don't know
Yeah.
if McCarthy gets another head coaching job.
I don't think they have
He
to
might
fire
be
him. I
fine.
think his contract is up. It would just be not bringing him back.
Oh, is it? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
They might go
So
with
he's out.
Zimmer. They might go with Zimmer.
I'm hearing Gruden's name getting thrown around a lot again.
Oh, get Gruden out of here, bro.
Oh man,
hearing it.
emails.
I'm hearing it again. He's starting to
You
pipe
got
up.
mail.
No, bro. I think Gruden done. It's gonna be controversial.
You
But-
gonna have Gruden coaching a bunch of black people.
Hey man,
In this,
Hey,
could you
man.
imagine Gruden
Oh,
trying
man.
to
Just put him on the Giants. Just put him on the Giants.
Oh,
Could you
God.
imagine? But could you
him
imagine
on the
Gruden
Giants.
trying to coach George Pickens?
no.
Actually,
No.
that's a bad. George Pickens will probably let it go because we ain't talk about him either. We need to talk about George Pickens.
George Pickens. I don't know. George Pickens is like. I don't
Because
know.
you were talking while y'all were winning, you were talking a whole lot.
George
Now
Pickens
y'all
pisses me
losing
off.
and you're playing like trash.
He had the worst game I've seen all year.
He's
bro.
too
George
talented
Pickens
to be
is the
this.
most sensitive,
Yeah.
the most sensitive little nigga I've ever seen.
And
You
he's
walk
too
around
good.
with that
He's
damn
too
ski
good to
mask
be that,
all
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
To have a ski mask on and to protrude the image that you're trying to portray, you are the most sensitive nigga I've ever seen, bro. And I'm honestly saying this from a place of endearment because I want to see better. Stop listening to these little kids in these damn in the Instagram comments that keep cheering on the behavior that you're putting on. And that's for any of these other young athletes. Stop listening to these people in these comments that don't look like you, that didn't grow up like you, that don't have to deal with the same situations as you. The ones that just kind of want to see a minstrel show. Stop paying attention to them. Because when y'all start playing like shit, like George Pickens is right now, they're going to go right back and they're just going to start laughing at the same reasons why they supported you doing on same thing they support, same thing they're going to laugh at now. They're going to turn on you and then they're going to grow up and live their Fortune 500 lives and leave your dumb ass exactly where you are. George Pickens, get it together, Slim.
George Pickens.
Get it together. Take that dumbass ski mask off.
Talk to him.
You're not like that. You got smacked by my high school, St. John's Catholic school out of DC. Stop playing.
Did y'all see the Charles Barkley rant on JJ Redick?
Man.
Yeah.
That's Colin, man.
Give Colin the whole screen. Give Colin the whole screen.
Colin compared George Pickens' performance to a minstrel show. I didn't think I was hearing that today.
That's what it is, dog. Like, you over here, because, bro, did y'all see how he got mad at Russell Wilson? Because Russell Wilson, the other week was like, "Yo, we weren't on the same page." Bro, the whole internet was lighting you up because you fucked up. But Russ didn't say that.
The way he answered it,
he said, "Oh, that's what Russ said."
The way he answered it in the locker room, he came off like such a little kid. Like the way he answered it. Like,
he rolled his shoulders and turned around.
It's like, yo, you're 23 years old. You're not 18 anymore.
He rolled his shoulders.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say what he did it like, but y'all know what he rolled his shoulders like.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop.
It's like, I don't think, does he realize
he's a sensitive ass little kid?
Does he realize he's in a contract year
playing.
next year? Like, he's in a contract year next year. All this stuff is gonna come back, and then he's gonna wonder why he's not gonna get paid.
Y'all ain't here parenting George Pickens, bro.
I'm trying to help him get his money. Trying to help him get his money.
Somebody got to do
crazy time.
Somebody got to put the BTA.
Speaking of the Steelers, I'm gonna be wild with this one. I think we talk about hot seat. Yo, it might be time for Tomlin to go, man. I know we had this conversation off camera last.
Why you always beat it? You want to keep Daboll, but you want to leave Tomlin. Shut up.
I would trade Daboll for Tomlin right now.
Somebody gotta be there.
George
Pickens,
give him the floor. Give him the floor. Let me hear it.
Talented young players.
Yeah, I want to hear.
Give him the floor. Give him the floor. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
What's the take?
Listen. Every year the Steelers go over expectations and then they fall short just before the playoffs or during the playoffs, and they never go get the guy that will bring them over the top. Tomlin's clearly not the problem. I've seen that. Tomlin's clearly not the problem, right? He can coach the defense. If you get him some weapons, he'll get you to the wherever you need to go as far as getting in the playoff hunt. But they can't win. So unless they're going to go get a top-tier quarterback, they're not going to trade up for one of these guys, I don't assume, that are coming out of this draft. And the only quarterback that's like available in that light is maybe Stafford, maybe Trevor Lawrence, if you still believe in him. So it's like, what are they doing? What future do the Steelers have other than, okay, we're going to have an elite defense and not do anything in the playoffs again?
Did Russell Wilson play bad?
He's not. It's not good enough. It's not good enough.
Is he not good enough, or is that team not good enough?
Yeah,
they scored 17
This is what I've been saying
points,
for the last
bro.
3-4 weeks. They're not a good team.
They're not a good team. No.
That's not Russell Wilson's fault. Russell Wilson played really well yesterday.
But I think that's part of his point.
Stupid ass
That's
play
my
at
point,
the end.
bro. But they weren't viewed as some elite team coming into the year. So they never give Tomlin enough.
Decent receiver.
That's my point.
But
they never give Tomlin enough.
We just said is lazy and isn't stepping up.
It's the same story every year for 10 years straight. This is
No,
Marvin Lewis all over again, but they got a chip in the beginning.
That's
No, hold on. Don't compare him to Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, bro, because Marvin Lewis had the talent. Once Marvin Lewis left, the Bengals started going to the playoffs.
Yeah, those Bengals teams.
It wasn't immediate. Listen.
It was immediate. It literally was the next season.
It was not immediate, bro.
All right, I'm not talking about Marvin Lewis anymore. But
It was literally the very next season, Sebastian. Carson
But-
Palmer, TJ Hushmanzada, Chad Ochocinco all went off.
Isn't
It
that
was
when they had
literally
Cedric
the
Benson? They had
very
Cedric
next
Benson?
season they went to the playoffs. And they broke that little curse that they kept saying that they had. The very next year.
Yeah, back to who we're talking about? The
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin. Yeah. So the thing with the Steelers is on paper, they haven't had like an on paper top 10 team in like probably 5 years or so. So I can't really hold it against Tomlin for overachieving. We haven't seen the Steelers. I don't know who their GM is, but we haven't seen their Steelers quote unquote go all in, right? Like they went and they got Russ, but they got him because they got him for a discount, right? We haven't really seen them put together like a championship top 5 team around Tomlin. They've always relied on Tomlin to get the most out of nothing. So it's hard for me to fault Tomlin for that, because then like if you get rid of Tomlin, who are you going to replace him with? Is there really another coach out there that can get this Steelers team? They have 10 wins. Is there some coach out there that can get them 12 wins? I don't think there is.
Yeah. Tomlin's
just
not the
don't
one
like-
drafting these receivers.
I just don't like they keep putting him in a situation that you're talking about, Lee. Like at some point, there needs to be a separation between those two teams, like those two parties, Tomlin and the Steelers. Unless y'all gonna go all in and go get me a top quarterback and go put me a team that at the beginning of the year looks like a title contender that y'all can see me win a title with, then what are we just in this limbo of just we're gonna be okay and I'll get us through the playoffs and then nothing. Every year. It's been like 7 years in a row. The same thing.
Give them the opportunity to maybe not the opportunity. Tomlin's not the one who's drafting these receivers. Let's go down this list real quick. AB, Martavis Bryant, Deontay Johnson,
I mean, he's signing
Juju.
off. He on the roster, bro. He's
Chase
a coach.
Hold on.
No, I see where
coach.
you're
Hold
going.
on.
No, I see where-
Hold
yeah,
on.
keep
I'm
going,
not
yeah.
done yet.
Because all
Chase
these guys,
Claypool.
yeah,
You keep picking these diva ass receivers.
Yep.
Tomlin is not the only person involved in this process. There needs to be a different vetting process, because at some point y'all had Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes, Plexico Burress, Antoine Randall,
Mike
There's a
Wallace.
little bit
guys
of
who
that
put their heads down and worked their asses off. Plexico had a bad night at the club.
He used to demand the ball too, but
He wasn't
like this. Yeah.
Not in Pittsburgh. He wasn't who he
Yeah.
demanded the ball from.
I feel like it's such a fine line.
Hines
for wide
Ward, Heath
receivers.
Miller on that team.
It's such
Deuce Staley?
such
Who
a-
you?
it's such a fine line between, like, obviously every receiver is a diva, because like you need to want the ball.
Every
But, like,
receiver is not a diva.
there are plenty
of receivers who are not divas.
No, but I'm not saying complete divas like a TO, but there's still some aspect. Like if you're a number one wide receiver, you want to be a number one receiver in the NFL. It's like in the NBA, you have to have some
Keenan
kind of
Allen,
like confidence.
Amari
You're gonna want the
Cooper.
ball.
There are tons of Jerry Rice. Like we can go back. Like there are tons of Steve Largent. There are tons of receivers who aren't.
Hey, Rice,
You don't have to be.
Yeah, but
and that's exactly what Pittsburgh needs to find.
Yeah,
A guy who's not a diva.
like a guy. If someone wants the ball, go to
I'd
the
even
coach,
say
go to
Steve
the
Smith isn't a diva. He's intense, but he's not a diva. A great team player. Derek Mason. Guys who are really
Like,
good team players.
That's what doesn't make sense, because Tomlin is such a keep it in-house kind of guy, right? Like, don't let stuff leak. So like picking all these guys on like posting all this stuff on social media, I know Tomlin doesn't like any of this stuff. I feel
Tomlin
like
need to
Tomlin.
stop rolling up with your players, man. And put some BTA, man.
But I think playing devil's advocate, right? Like
He
on
in there rolling
Sebastian's
backwards.
side,
He in there rolling backwards in the locker room with Pickens.
I don't
Not gonna help.
think I think the Steelers have, like, we could go through the wide receivers, right? But they've made like good draft picks over the years, like just overall, to like kind of continue strengthening their team. They just haven't hit on the quarterback, because I'll say this,
receiver.
but you could say what you want about the receivers, but they got those receivers to produce, like in the time that they were there, like whether they turned out to be great or not, and then they went on and got someone else. So it's like they're getting pieces, and also, but think about it this way: if Kenny Pickett hits, we're having a different conversation. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like if they pick
That was
someone
a
else,
hometown. That was a
No, no, no.
hometown decision.
But it's
Pick
no, no.
that
But
that's a homegrown kid.
no,
He
no,
played. He's
no.
from Pittsburgh.
But you're missing it. I'm
They
saying
drafted him.
no, but it was a first pick. It's a first pick you spent on a quarterback. I'm saying if
Yeah, it was the
if
first
that
time
hits, regardless of him being homegrown, it's like it's a first round pick quarterback. If that hits, we're having a different conversation.
I don't think they. I don't think that they honestly believe that Kenny Pickett was. I think that was just a
You
thing.
can't.
They-
A
they-
first round
they-
pick.
they-
You
they-
can't
don't do that
spend
for
a
a first
first
round
round
pick, though.
pick.
I hear what y'all are
Yeah.
saying. Listen, I hear what y'all are saying. This is just me and my own personal reasoning for why they decided to pick Kenny Pickett. They felt like somebody else was going to get him, and we can't let the hometown kid leave the hometown. If he hits big, great. If not, which he probably won't, at least like we still have our hometown fans, and they could be mad, but it's a justifiable madness thing here. But I don't.
But
think
I don't
believe
think.
that Kenny Pickett was going to be him.
But I don't think you can say that when Kenny Pickett was gone the next year. You know what I mean? Like if that's the case, he'd still be there. Like I think they thought he was going to be better than he was, and he wasn't.
I think that more so proves my point of we just did this just for the hometown
Yeah, but he could have been a backup as a
and for the
hometown fan.
fan. We did this for the fans.
I don't think so. I don't think they did it for
If
the
we
fans.
thought that he was going to be the guy in one season, he don't look like the guy. I'm going to give him another chance to still like at least try to be the guy. I'll Bryce Young him.
I don't know. I mean, because they got
I'll
Russ.
give him at least 3 chances to be the guy. Who else did Daniel Jones got fucking 5 seasons to try to be the guy? Pardon my curse. But
They got Russ.
if I think he's the guy, I don't think that I'm trading him after 1 season. That's my thing.
But what I'm saying is like
played
they
a couple seasons there. So
yeah, he played a couple, but then they got 2 wide receivers. They got 2 to quarterbacks after that. So like you can see like just from the moves that they're making, they probably think they're closer than a lot of other teams think they are. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, that's the problem.
Alex,
Though.
I'm tripping. I might be tripping.
close.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not saying any of this is true. This is literally just all what I'm saying. My reasoning for why I think they took this nigga in the first round.
The problem is
I don't think they believed
because
that he was going to be the guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I think they just did that shit.
no, but why can't they think that with Tomlin? You know what I'm saying?
I think Tomlin is giving them
because Tomlin had Big Ben.
Yeah, like they're looking at the end.
He also had Mason Rudolph. I think you know who's who between the two in those level of talent.
Yeah, on the one hand, I can see like their top management being like, look at the end result. Like you're saying, we're not putting a good team around you, but we're consistently in the playoffs. So like, but someone just needs to realize like you're there because Tomlin is getting so much out of these guys. Like you mentioned, all those receivers, they didn't do anything after they left. Like their best years in their career were with Tomlin. So
what would y'all do if y'all was Steelers? You keeping Tomlin? Y'all saying y'all keeping Tomlin?
Alex said that Pickett requested a trade. Alex, I'm gonna let you know. I don't know shit about Kenny Pickett.
He's from Jersey, right? Is Kenny Pickett from Jersey?
I don't care. I'm not from Jersey.
But I think we're overlooking like this. The Steelers draft well. Like
they do.
It may not be flash all the time, but they draft well.
They draft well, but they never make the big splash like free agency wise. I feel like
because they're always winning. But
so what would y'all do? What would y'all do?
They're a homegrown team. My thing is, I would number one. All right. First things first. Giants, Steelers. Somebody got to pick up T. Higgins. The T. Higgins sweepstake has officially opened. Who's getting him?
He might go back.
We get it. He said that like him playing with Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. You know, it's a different level and open things up. Yeah. It's time to get paid, buddy. They're talking about upwards of $30 million for you. Which one of y'all are going to spend that money? He is gonna. He is worth it. Did you see him last night?
So you think the Steelers get Higgins?
Did you see T. Higgins last? Did you see him the week before that?
Are the Steelers gonna drop $30 million a year on T. Higgins right now?
Sebastian, what he put up? How many fantasy numbers he put up the other day?
If the Steelers 40, he got me 40.
40. Boy,
40
that T. Higgins price. T. Higgins asking price was up last year. He held out. He almost left. T. Higgins,
but are they a T. Higgins away from contention?
Yes.
See,
Yeah.
my
See,
thing
you
though is
must
like,
believe in Russ.
Najee Harris is
What-
about to be. Najee Harris
you-
is gone. They declined his fifth year. You've got
Yeah.
Jalen Warren. You go pick up another running back. You've already got an offensive line. You've already got a decent defense. You need to maybe get one or two possible pieces on the in your secondary. The way Minka's been playing in the second half of the season, I hate to say it, they might look to trade Minka.
But I guess but I guess that goes against your original point of just like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're because they're close then.
if
They're
you're
close.
the Steelers and you
I
pay,
said they're close.
if you're the Steelers and you pay T Higgins $30 million a year, you're making him a top 5 paid wide receiver in the league. I love T Higgins, but I don't think he's a top 5 receiver in the league. And then if you pay T Higgins $30 million, that pretty much means you're not going to re-sign Pickens in 2 years because you're not going to give Pickens $20 million. You're going to pay $50 million to Pickens and Higgins. That's your wide receiver.
Who's a better receiver, George Pickens or T Higgins?
I don't think it's about
Right.
that. You're just not putting that much money in it.
It's
Well,
about
but
the
it's-
money tied up.
it's
to
the- yeah,
But
it's not about
we just said this is a team that has that refuses to just go all in.
right. But but we have to be smart about the money. What team is actually
Who
winning?
has ever gone all in on the
$60 million to 2 wide receivers?
Yeah, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to knock. Higgins.
We're not spending the money anywhere else.
But it's like
we got Russ for absolutely nothing. We got Fields for nothing.
Hold on, Colin. Yeah. You go and get the wide receiver once you have the quarterback.
Yeah.
Right? That's what every other team who's ever really contended did, right? Okay, we have our quarterback. Let's go get the wide receiver now. And maybe it hasn't worked out, whatever. But like you're getting T. Higgins so that Russ can throw it to him and Pickens.
Devontae was in Oakland for how long? Justin Jefferson has been in Minnesota for how long?
But they had
That's
quarterbacks.
cat, bro. Like, I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say. But Russ, once again, did Russ look bad yesterday?
He ain't look great. He ain't look good even.
It's not his fault that George Pickens dropped 3 passes.
Yeah.
That's not his fault that George Pickens is running the wrong route. That's not his fault that George Pickens isn't restacking on the on the double move. That's not his fault that Pat Fryer move can't freaking catch a 4th down pass. Russ looked great last night. He did.
Great.
I think he looks
Russ,
good enough. He's
outside
good enough.
Outside of a couple of mistakes, Russ looked great last night. Yes, he did. He was on time. He was on time. He was accurate. He had that boneheaded mistake where I could understand after people have been dropping passes consistently. Calvin Austin freaking fumbling after catching a pass and making a move. Yeah, no, bro. Right now, maybe I just got to make something happen by myself. So I didn't get out of bounds or I didn't throw the ball out. I'm just trying to make anything happen. Russ was the best player on the field for Pittsburgh last night.
Russ a 10-year
by
vet,
far
bro.
the best player outside of
10-year
TJ
vet,
Watt.
bro.
I think we're starting to see a new trend with the second tier quarterbacks in the NFL, like the Sam Darnolds, the Baker Mayfields, like the discount, not top of the salary cap guys. Like you can win with those guys, especially for a discount. So what they gave up for Russ, they're not really paying him anything. The money's all being pretty much paid by Denver. So I think he's played good enough with that contract. You can build a team around that and get them to like where the Vikings are, so to speak, with Sam Darnold, where they can be one of those surprise teams. I'm not saying they're going to beat the Chiefs, but they can like be in the conversation with a good team around Russ. So I think you can keep Russ, especially at that discount, and just try to fill out the roster around him. I don't think you need to get T. Higgins again, just because I don't feel like because I still think Pickens can turn it around. He's still got a year next year. That's kind of why I'm so frustrated with him. I don't want to speak for Colin, but Colin was very adamant about him before too. It's like I think we recognize how talented he is, and I think if he can turn it around, him and Russ can be a good duo. But I don't see paying T. Higgins is the option. I don't know what they can do, but they need to do something.
I don't know. I think they gotta get rid of Arthur Smith.
They need 2 receivers, man. Anytime Pittsburgh's been successful, they've had at least 2 or 3 solid receivers. They have
That's fair.
And
That's
the
fair.
one isn't getting it done. You need another guy. You need another guy.
That's fair.
I can see them getting sick of Pickens, trading Pickens because he's in a contract year, and getting Higgins instead.
I think it's gonna be hard to trade.
And who else though? But you need other guys. T. Higgins is T. Higgins, not just. I mean, granted,
Yeah.
Jamar Chase has been out and T. Higgins has gone off, but T. Higgins has been able to really be who he is because Jamar Chase is on the other side of the field.
Yeah.
You know, it's only gonna make it better when
I
you
feel like
have
that's-
two really good receivers. But the problem with George Pickens is George Pickens doesn't run his routes the way he's supposed to.
Yeah.
If he knows he's not getting the ball, if he knows it's a run pass, he's jogging, he's
yeah.
lollygagging.
Yeah.
Then now, next thing you know, Russ is trying to do what Russ does and be an improviser. Well, now I don't have that extra, that second or third option anymore because you're bullshitting on the other side of the field. So that's why, again, y'all got to be way more sensitive and give Russ a lot more credit. George Pickens is actually destroying that offense right now with his level of play. And he's hurting that team on a different level. He's so talented, and it sucks to see a young person do this.
I mean, people were ready to get Russell Wilson out of the league at one point.
I'm not that far.
Second half of the season last year in Denver, man, he picked it up, bro.
Yeah, he turned it around.
Clipped. And he's looked not like old Russ, but he's looked good enough to be a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. I think he's proven that this year. Yeah.
Alex in the chat said that y'all fail to realize Tomlin has never developed a quarterback. It's true.
I didn't.
I mean, his only chance was Pickett. He's always Oprah one.
No, he had Rudolph.
But like,
yeah, Delvin Hodge.
But I don't. Is that the head coach's job though? In every situation.
Yeah,
it's part of it.
I don't think so.
That's why Davo got hired.
If you've been there for that long, yeah.
The Giants hired.
That's why they hire most coaches. It's not why Tomlin was hired though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's it all the time.
It's not why Tomlin.
If you've been there for that long, I expect you to be able to develop a quarterback. This is the NFL.
You can see it with Justin Fields, I guess.
The most important position.
But I guess, but that's what I'm saying. Like, who did he get a chance to develop? Like, Kenny Pickett was the only person they drafted after Ben. You know what I mean? Like, everybody else was kind of like, hey,
Delvin Hodge, bro.
Picked up this guy here. We picked up this guy here. Like, they weren't picked up to be the guy, you know?
Yeah. Even Kenny Pickett was drafted in
You know what? Never mind. I was gonna name somebody, but never mind.
No, come on, man.
Nah,
we're moving on. We're moving on.
Can't say that.
We're moving on. We're moving on. All right, we might not see how much time we have, but so awards, man. It's award season. Who do you guys have winning the different awards? I mean, obviously we have MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Same for the rookie, Offensive Defensive Player of the Year, Comeback Player, and Coach of the Year.
They're not going to let a black man win the MVP again.
Yeah, he's gonna get the LeBron treatment, where like they just don't want to give him the MVP every year.
So what does he get?
This is Shaq and Steve Nash, bro.
That's disrespectful to Josh Allen.
Now, what you mean, Steve Nash? This is Steve Nash coasted that team. You know what I'm saying? He played really well, and he made a team that wasn't on paper as good as they were look outstanding.
So what does Lamar Jackson get? Does he get anything?
I don't think he gets anything, which is sad. He gets the Pro Bowl start.
He gets his remember you a nigga card.
He gets the Pro Bowl start,
You're gonna get Super Bowl MVP. That's what he's gonna get.
Lamar gotta go to he would go to Buffalo, right?
Because I think it's
you gotta go to Buffalo and kick on them niggas, bro.
Yeah,
Lamar gotta run for 200.
Allen's gonna win MVP. I think the Offensive Player of the Year, like you kind of have to exclude Lamar because how are you gonna get Offensive Player of the Year? Is it Burrow? Is it Chase? Or is it Barkley? You know what I'm saying? I might go
Derrick
Chase.
Henry.
To be honest, Saquon should be the MVP if we really talking like for real. I get it. It's a quarterback. It's a quarterback's, you know. But the best player on the best team, Patrick Mahomes, didn't even get a Pro Bowl nomination.
He had a very average year.
What are the odds for Offensive Player of the Year? Is it really 5,000?
Is Saquon minus 5,000? Is that right?
That's crazy. I might put money on Chase real quick. I might do that.
I might put bread on Saquon. But if Saquon if he would have played,
It's minus 5,000.
Because the crazy thing about
Hey, you gotta
it,
pay
Saquon would've played,
$5,000
bro.
to win 100.
oh yeah,
season ends today. It's like if you
So wait,
if you
wait,
don't
is
if you just
Saquon
look
the
at
is
straight
Saquon is
stats,
Saquon the front runner? Who's the front
Yeah.
runner? Because I'm not
Saquon.
looking at it.
Favorite.
if
Hold
you
on, let
look
me
at
try to
straight
find it.
stats, Derrick Henry had a better year than Saquon.
Yeah, but it's like the Josh Allen thing. It's
No,
like,
that's what I
we
said.
moved on.
I
We're
said
wrong.
straight
Offensive
stats.
player. Okay.
Straight
Yeah.
stats.
oh yeah.
But there's
Yeah,
more
6
narrative. Therethere's more narrative tied to MVP. That I don't think that
That's what I'm
exists for
saying.
offensive player of the year. So they just gonna be like, oh, but that's why I'm like, yo, Chase, he plus 2,500. I mean,
Yeah.
he got the triple crown.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but Saquon.
I think if the
jumped over
Bengals make the
Dak.
playoffs, if the
a
Bengals
little
make the
different.
playoffs, then I can see Chase getting it.
It's a
I
little
think
different.
Chase needed to have a better game last night than he did.
How?
I think Saquon needed
touchdowns.
to not have the season that he had.
How? Like,
When you see somebody about to, I get it that Jamar Chase had a fantastic year, and Justin Jefferson, you ain't shit for this is your fault because at the beginning of the season you said I'm not Jamar Chase, respectfully, and Jamar Chase has been lighting niggas up ever since you
Hey
said
man,
that bullshit.
he always open.
Jetta said that and went off that same
Nah.
game or that same
he's
week.
not.
You
But-
still saying this, PFC?
He's not, man.
Come on,
Who?
bro.
He's not always
He's
open.
always open.
Jamar Chase is always open.
He's not always open.
He's literally always open.
Get him, Lee.
He's not.
Even when he's triple cover, bro, Jamar Chase is still open.
Yeah. He got
He's
30
my height.
more targets than the rest of the league. But yeah.
He got more receptions.
You know
and
why?
touchdowns and
Because they
yards.
played
But
extra
do you
game.
know,
The
but do
rest
you
of
know
the
why?
league.
Do you know why he has 30
so
more
just
targets?
the extra game?
Because he's
30
just that
targets?
open.
I mean, you got
He
to do
always
something
open.
with those
You gotta
targets. The thing is, you
throw
have to
the
do
ball,
something
bro.
with those targets, right? Because like you can get all those targets. Like there's a difference between Wanderlei Robinson getting all these targets
Oh
and
my
doing
God.
nothing, and Jamar Chase getting these targets
Yo,
and
why
doing
do y'all
something.
invoke my team, bro?
Every
Why
week.
y'all gotta do that?
Every week, Wanderlei got to come up.
We got to
we
drop
want-
a Wanderlei
we
Gotta
want
drop
boys.
Wanderlei,
Every week we
man.
got to
weekly
drop a
Wanderlei
Wanderlei.
reference.
Gotta
Toby
drop
said
Wanderlei.
Chase is always open unless Magic Sertan is on him.
Yeah.
Hey,
No, he had a good year. He's had an amazing year actually.
That man is
I think-
that
But I will say I do think that they progressed in like how they use Chase this year,
yeah.
as opposed to like other years, which is why he's been a little bit more consistent game to game. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna win Offensive Player of the Year.
Did you see him run a 3-step hitch yesterday?
I did not.
He had
I'm really
multiple
watching
plays where honestly he was really just running just little 5-yard hitches.
Oh,
But
actually, I did.
the way
I did
he was
see
run-
some
the
of
way
those.
he was
Yeah, I
running
did see
them,
some of those.
They just kept hitting him because number one, y'all think he's going deep. Number two, he's gonna catch it, turn around, do a little hop step, and get like an extra 4, 5, 6 yards. Like when you're running hitch routes, bro, and you're cooking defenders, there's something's up here, bro. He's a little better than everybody else.
So who y'all think wins Defensive Player of the Year? Watt, Sertan, anyone else? Or do you think it's just between them two?
I think it's probably between those two. And Watt had a game last night, so
Yeah.
but Sertan
Damn,
lockdown.
And I
But
think
TJ Watt,
Sertan's not going to be able to put anything else on his resume with Carson Wentz unless he picks him up.
I mean,
a few
if he gets
times.
a pick six or
But it's-
something.
but it's
yeah.
like-
Carson Wentz about to
Carson
air it out.
Carson Wentz he's a known
We're gonna
name.
spread all game.
No, come on, man.
Air it.
With Carson Wentz though, like that's
Listen.
not. Then people are not going to look at that and be like, "Yo, he did it
What
again."
what network are we playing on? We playing on Fox? Because if we get Gus Johnson, you know what it's about. Hollywood.
I'll say this. The Steelers and the Broncos are on a bit of a slide. If they could like have a really dominant defensive win, even if it is against the backups of the Chiefs, that'll look better than what the Steelers have been able to do as a whole defensively, even if Watt was great last night. So,
I guess, but you're comparing the defense to the player.
but you're saying the tape. I'm just saying there's something he could do, even in this last
There's
game. There's
something.
something.
But I'm just saying let's say that like he shuts down his wide receiver and he gets no catches. Like the wide receiver's targeted 5 times, no catches, right? he's not going to get the same credit of that if it was Mahomes and it's like D-Hop and you know what I mean?
It's hard for corners because they don't get any stats. Like the good corners don't get any stats.
Yeah.
So is the corner just the new running back for defensive player of the year? That's what you're telling me?
No, that's a stat. A stat for you is being that lockdown. Surtain literally shut down an entire side of the field for the entire season.
Yeah, he's clearly been the best.
And he's
corner.
not going to win defensive player of the year.
He's clearly the number one corner this year.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all saying this, but y'all like, he has no chance of anything on tape to get him the defensive player.
Just historically, I feel like DB. When's the last DB to actually?
He's gonna get. Listen, I think he's gonna get tested today. I think he's gonna have the opportunity to make some plays. Because here's the thing about when you're talking about defensive MVP, right? These are guys who are always around the ball that kind of just find their way to the ball. Certain people on the field, they're just magnetic. They make plays. That's what they do. So Tan's one of those guys. He's gonna get a chance to make a play. We'll see what happens. But again, TJ Watt had his opportunity to make plays last night, and he made them. So, and one of them got taken away. He had a sack fumble that got taken away because of a defensive holding.
Yeah. So, all right. So I looked it up. In the past, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 years, there's only been three secondary defensive player of the years. Polamalu, Woodson, and Gilmore. Gilmore was the last in 19. But historically, 90% of the time, it goes to a front seven guy just because of all those sacks and tackles. Statistically, I don't think it's tough. I think you got to give it to Watt, especially since the Steelers, like we mentioned before, they've kind of overachieved, and he's led that defense to over 10 wins. So.
I think Daniels is going to win offensive rookie of the year. I don't think that's a debate. But what about defensive rookie of the year?
Well, the offensive rookie of the year, I think it should go to Brock Bowers.
Really?
Not Jaden Daniels.
It won't.
Brock Bowers.
It won't.
A lot of people think Brock Bowers should also win it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the records. He just broke Puka's record for all rookies in receptions. Obviously, he broke Ditka's tight end record too. And you look at, they traded Devontae Adams in the middle of the year. So in the second half, you figure they have no run game, no Devontae Adams. All you really have to stop is Bowers, and all Bowers did was get even better. So I think it's hard for me. Jaden Daniels, I think, is amazing. I love Jaden Daniels too, but just for breaking record, I think you got to get.
But you know why Brock Bowers shouldn't get it? Brian Thomas.
Yo, right? I feel like
Brian Thomas.
You talking about Bowers? I like Bowers. Thomas was out here this year.
He's better.
It's a good argument.
You know who's not gonna get it? Marvin Harrison Jr. And I know I'm petty. I know I'm petty.
That was some hating ass shit.
I know I'm petty.
That was some hating ass shit.
Nah, you wasn't here, Colin. You don't know.
That's true. That's
Second
true.
round pick. This nigga,
man. Jaden, Brock Bowers is having obviously a historic season. And I can honestly see a situation where Brock Bowers goes on to potentially have the best career out of every rookie in this class.
He set these records. He set these records with Gardner Minshew, Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah.
Look who's playing with. I don't know.
Listen, Garrett Wilson won offensive rookie of the year pretty much in this exact same type of situation.
Right, because
he
did all those numbers with nothing.
Trash team. But I'm putting up the numbers, but man, Jaden Daniels, that boy got ice in his veins. We're watching essentially a kid, even though he's not a kid. He's a little older, but we're watching a kid walk down. He's still a rookie, exactly. We're watching a rookie walk down NFL legends and vets. It's a little different.
Shout out to all the great
he walking them down.
Talent that we got in this year. Neighbors, Thomas.
It's been a crazy rookie class.
Lad, Brock.
That's another reason why he's not getting it.
Yeah.
Worthy, I'm saying. Y'all talking
Jr.,
about all of these people that didn't score. That didn't score first, but the first rookie to score a touchdown.
Shout out to Caleb Williams, yo.
Caleb Williams, man.
Shout out to Caleb. Man.
I still got faith.
Shout out to Bo Nix, man.
Shout out to
Bo Nix.
Big Bo.
Bo Nix. Shout out to Bo Nix. He had a good year.
Out here this year, bro.
That boy, hey, man.
No one had Bo Nix. No one had Bo Nix being good.
Nah, my brother Merlin did. My brother Merlin said Bo Nix was gonna.
Oh, you did too, Kyle? I forgot about that.
I've been telling y'all this since I came back on the show.
Yeah.
I've been saying,
preseason.
yo.
Like,
Oh no, preseason I thought he was gonna be trash.
That's great.
Maybe I forgot about it.
So,
Preseason I thought he was gonna be
all right, we got like 2 more awards.
Yeah, I was gonna say who y'all got for comeback player of the year.
It should be Bo, man. Give it a Bo.
Bo for comeback player of the year.
He got hurt, man.
Come on, man.
Who?
Joe Burrow.
It's gotta
man.
be It's gotta be Darnold, bro.
No, it's gonna be Burrow.
It's gotta be Darnold, bro.
It's
gonna be Burrow.
Bro, is
Yeah,
it
it's gonna be
really a
Burrow.
comeback just because you got hurt, bro? Like
That's what I don't like
That's
about
why
this
it
award.
is.
That's why it is.
Bro,
They
like,
need to
this
get
is
rid
a
of
comeback, bro. Sam Darnold is having a comeback.
I agree
the
with
comeback.
you.
I mean,
It
he
should be-
saved
yeah.
his
It should be
career.
Sam.
I
Sam
agree with
Darnold
you.
was about to be working at Wegmans next year.
I
Sam
agree with
Darnold
you.
went to like 4 different teams. The Panthers, the 49ers, and now
I agree.
His career went from like first round pick to like
But it's
this
gonna
close
be
to out the
Joe.
league, and now he's MVP.
It should be Sam Darnold.
It should be Sam Darnold, but it's gonna be Joe.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Who else even is
Love-
there?
bro, They just
I'm
love
trying to think
giving
who
Joe
else is there.
Burrow fucking
Damar
awards,
Hamlin.
bro.
Damar Hamlin.
They
Damar
got-
Hamlin should not have won it. Damar Hamlin should
He's
not. I
plus
hated him when he won that.
10,000. Damar Hamlin. But no.
You know what's messed up is Damar Hamlin had a decent year, bro. Damar Hamlin has played well this
Dobbins?
year.
Dobbins is a good pick. I mean, he's not gonna win, but that's
He's
a
not
good
gonna
pick.
win. But Damar Hamlin
Dobbins
is
had a
fourth.
great year too.
Plus 10,000.
Stayed healthy for the most part.
Yo, Flacco
Shout
should have
out
been
to
up
Jimmy
again,
G,
low key.
Nah.
Alright.
But the last one is a coach of the year, man.
I think it comes down to whoever wins
Dan
tonight.
Campbell, bro.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
a
Dan
good
Campbell.
one.
That's Dan
bro.
Campbell.
Whoever wins.
O'Connell's the
The-
favorite.
Whoever wins, bro.
O'Connell.
I get
favorite.
it. I get it with Kevin
Even-
O'Connell, but Dan Campbell had to coach through more
Yeah.
issues, more injuries.
They were the
And
most
he-
hurt team all
and-
year.
I get
Kevin
it, bro,
O'Connell
but-
got Sam Darnold looking like an MVP caliber.
No,
quarterback, bro.
Sam Darnold got O'Connell looking like coach of the year.
Whoa! Don't do that because Kevin O'Connell comes from the Rams.
Sorry.
Shout out to
Kyle-
No,
my
Kevin O'Connell's
cousin.
a good coach. Kevin
Kyle,
Shout out to
that's-
my man. Shout
That's
out to
Lee's
John. Shout out to
inner
my man
Jets
T,
love
bro.
for Sam Darnold is showing. It's okay, bro. Kevin
Hey.
O'Connell. Listen, whoever wins the game will win Coach of the Year. Low key, shout out to Andy Reid too, though, because he's like 15-1 with all these
So
injuries.
if Kevin McConnell wins Coach of the Year, does he have to share that with Sean McVay? They say there's certain coaching trees. You come off of certain coaching trees, then you gotta give props where it's due. Kevin O'Connell come off the Sean McVay coaching tree.
Who don't at this point in time? I feel like half the league is from Sean McVay nowadays.
Yeah, the
Kevin
past 5
McConnell
years.
also had
everyone-
Jared Goff looking like the man.
Who's
at
the
one time,
Vikings?
you know what I'm saying? So
Who's their
it's
quarterback?
what he does.
He about to get a job somewhere. I forgot his name already.
Offensive
Who
coordinator.
cares, bro? Kevin O'Connell is the brain behind the offense. We've seen it before. He took the Rams to. He
Wes
got the Rams to
Phillips.
Super Bowl.
Is that Wade Phillips' son?
Gotta be
Yeah, Wes
Yeah,
Wade
Wade
Phillips.
son. I did not know that. I didn't know that. Wade Phillips'
narcissism.
son.
I'm not narcissism. What's that shit called?
Nepotism.
Nepotism highs.
Narcissism.
Kevin O'Connell and narcissism.
Narcissism is George Pickens.
Both
Nepotist,
Narcissism.
man. All right. Listen,
shout
shout out
out-
to Andy Reid.
Shout
It's
out
kinda
to Josh
nationalism,
McCown,
too, if you
man.
really
Josh
think about
McCown,
it.
quarterback coach for the Vikings
Yeah.
and former teammate.
He was trash.
Yeah.
He was trash, bro.
Josh McCown, man.
Josh McCown. What's I don't know if they were brothers, but they had the same last name. Who's the other one?
I'm pretty
Luke
sure they
McCown.
were.
Luke McCown.
Trash. Who else was the trash court? Dan Orlovsky. They was all in the same boat. Tim Couch.
Yeah, or lost.
Why are you bringing up? I like Orlovsky though. Don't,
Orlovsky
He
is
a
the
good
only
analyst.
quarterback to
I like-
ever
I like-
run
I like-
out of the
Better,
run
yeah,
out
he's
of
a
the.
better quarterback.
He was
He's a
definitely
definitely
a better
analyst.
analyst.
he's a way better analyst.
We finally all agree on
That's
something.
In
not
fact,
an
in
NFL
fact,
but-
I feel like most
I'm
of
not
these
gonna. Dan
former,
Orlovsky be pissing me off though, bro. He like the
Yeah.
new Max Kellerman. Sometimes he be
Yeah.
doing too much, bro.
I feel like most
No.
of these former quarterbacks can speak the game really well. I saw Mark
Yeah.
Sanchez breaking down a Sam Darnold throw on one of them
Yeah.
shows the other day, and I was
Like
like,
the
"Yeah,
Sanchez
actual
is
breakdowns.
great.
The actual. I like
Sanchez.
yeah, I like-
Sanchez is a good RG3.
yeah."
I was mad when
Yeah,
ESPN let RG3 go. I enjoyed RG3 in the booth.
Yeah.
I'll pause. I don't know if I need to pause that, but I just felt like
You good, bro?
Who's
What about who's the Commanders coach?
I don't even
Rivera?
Kingsbury?
Yeah.
It's not. No, nigga, it's not Ron Rivera.
It's not Ron Rivera.
Yo, you know what's crazy? They talk
Dan
about
Quinn.
the Jets about to interview Ron Rivera. I said,
No.
why? Like that's the same.
Yeah, it's
that's
Dan
the
Quinn, Dan
same
Quinn.
coach as Robert Saleh. It's the same
Yeah.
nigga. Like,
I'm surprised Dan
It's
Quinn's
the
not in these
same
conversations though with the Commanders. Commanders came out of nowhere. No one had the Commanders being
They're in the middle.
man, I definitely didn't.
They're in the middle.
Jaden Daniels, man.
They got because
He
Dan
arguably-
Quinn is 4. He's 4 on the list.
Oh,
Dan
yeah, okay.
Quinn, then Harbaugh, then Peyton, McVay, Tomlin, LaFleur.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't say Harbaugh earlier. He was your coach of the year last week. You didn't even bring him up, man.
He was good. I mean, he was good. I don't think he's gonna win it, but like, I think he did a lot for where they were projected. I think Kevin O'Connell, like a lot of people, like forget the start of the season. Like people were projecting like a soft rebuild for the Vikings,
Yeah.
and now they're
Yeah,
like Super Bowl
especially when-
And then
contenders.
they started like 6-1. Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
Blowouts
So,
galore.
especially with like no McCarthy, it was just like, oh damn, like, and now we're talking about Sam Darnold getting a bag and being a starting quarterback. So it's
But
Quite a
like for the
turnaround.
Lions though, like on Dan Campbell, like they've had so many bumps in the road, and they look like they haven't missed a beat. I gotta give it to Dan Campbell.
Whoever wins the game, bro. That's really
I feel like Campbell had more to
I'm
overcome.
I'm fine with
Campbell had
that.
more to
Whoever wins
overcome.
the game,
I
Whoever wins
think,
the game.
I think Dan Campbell had more to overcome, and he outcoached.
Did he lose his
That's
not-
coaching.
not
That's
even-
Did he lose his projected starting quarterback
And
week one?
if
He lost his best player. He
Yeah,
lost his best player.
though.
He
Like-
lost his best player.
Like
Well, week
He lo-
week
he-
800.
it was
800
week-
got hurt.
they had already had 10 wins by then, bro. Like you know what I'm saying?
10
They
wins
had-
is crazy.
and
They
we
didn't have
well
10
the
wins.
thing is
they
we've
were going out, but they have 10 wins.
we've also had this discussion. I
They
mean,
definitely
it doesn't kind of go against what the Lions have done, but like I think they get a little bit extra credit because the teams that they should beat, they blow out
Yeah.
like crazy. But like the close games are close. They win them, you know, so they still get the credit. But I think they get more because they're blowing out other teams out like 52-6. Like
To me, it's like you said, right? Like going into the year, most people thought the Lions were going to be a contender. Going into the year, it's like you said, soft reboot, rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? What's going to happen with the Vikings? And they might win the division
yeah.
versus that same team. Now I'm just
Yeah.
like I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not
but
mad
if
either way.
If you
But-
look at the starting depth chart from the Lions last game to week 1, it is no other drastic difference in any other teams. Like everyone is gone. Their whole secondary.
All right, so let me ask you.
Hutchinson.
Let me ask you: if the Lions lost Jared Goff week 1, what's the record?
Hendon Hooker.
What's the record?
They're not
11.
one seed.
11
Okay,
wins.
so the Vikings
11
lost a lesser quarterback than
11 wins.
Yeah.
Jared Goff,
Yeah, but
and they still here.
going into the year, Darnold was QB1. It's not like McCarthy.
Yeah,
was
but they
QB1
weren't
going into the year.
projected to be good. He was a placeholder for McCarthy.
But he was still the starting quarterback.
hold on,
week
he
one.
No, but
the
he was the placeholder though.
for the quarterback that they drafted.
That's
who
like-
already was
He
like,
was the bridge. Was he the
yeah.
bridge
We'll
quarterback? Yeah, he was a
see.
bridge
He was a
quarterback. Yeah.
bridge.
He was a bridge. Yeah.
Bro. Listen, this is like you won all these games with Tyrod Taylor, yo.
Son, why are you
Yeah.
doing that, bro? Tyrod Taylor is a winner.
Yeah, I love Tyrod. He should have played for the Jets week 1 this whole year
Yeah.
for Aaron Rodgers.
I'm just saying.
I think
That
I
man,
think-
yo, the Jets subbed him in, and the Bills stadium gave him a standing ovation.
I'm saying what I'm saying is
That's
think-
not a joke. That literally
That's
happened.
Yeah.
Wasn't it
It's
the Bills
harder
who
to
messed him up?
do-
then?
Took them to the
Or was it Chargers? No, it
playoffs,
was the
and then they
Chargers.
cut
It was
him.
the Chargers.
To me, it's harder to do what
Or
Kevin
traded
O'Connell
him,
did than
whatever.
to do what Dan Campbell did, which
Yeah.
maybe is unfair, but that's just how I look at it.
I think the Lions argument or Dan Campbell's argument with the Lions is similar to Andy Reid with the Chiefs.
Except he doesn't have Mahomes.
But they had injuries.
Yeah, but he still has Mahomes.
Still,
no
they had
way we're
injuries.
He said
Bro.
golf, bro.
As bad as we played this year, there's no way I could sit here and say Andy Reid deserves any Coach of the Year nominations at all.
But you
We
guys
played
won.
Andy?
horribly this year.
Y'all
played
won
terrible
6.
this year.
Y'all won
But you
15
won.
games.
We won because we have certain players who are just more talented than other people.
Sure.
We've acquired a group of talented and cohesive players
Colin,
that have put together Bro, Andy Reid. What has Andy Reid done? What coaching? What coaching was done out there that you saw that say, "Yo, this team is this is a much better structured team than everybody
Would you
else."
not say that a majority of games that are won by one score or less, you know what I'm saying, is almost all
Don't
the time
lead the witness.
directly
Ask me the
attributed
question.
to the
Don't lead.
coaching?
No,
it is though.
no, it's not.
Yo,
No, it's not.
Winning close games in the NFL cannot be attributed to coaching.
I didn't say that. That's not. See, now you're changing the question.
But I'm
you
saying
just asked me. You just asked. No. Wait, hold on. Stop. Because you're Sebastian. Wait, bro. Wait. Stop, Sebastian. Can you stop? Because you're confusing me. You asked me one thing and then you asked me something else. You said 90% of the time, close wins can be attributed to coaching. I said no. Then you said, so you're saying that. So wait. I said no. So then your next thing was, so you're saying that close wins aren't attributed to coaching. I never said either one of those. I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying,
listen,
Patrick
Mahomes,
Peyton
Manning.
I'll make it more simple.
Eli Manning.
The Chiefs have won a lot of close games this year, and I believe that can be attributed to Andy Reid preparing.
Who wins or loses? Who wins or loses? Sebastian, just to ask you a question, who wins or loses these close games? Who gets the blame? And most of the times for these close games that get lost by the Cowboys,
it's typically the coach.
But no, it's not.
Can I add something? Every
time it's
wait.
No.
But can I add something? Because I think the thing is, for a close game,
somebody in the chat, y'all gotta hear me, bro.
No. Colin, I got a question for you though. For the close games, right? Would you say that the close games are won like because of Mahomes? Because Mahomes is so great. Okay, so my thing is
he makes changes on the field.
I heard you.
In mid-play that Andy Reid can't.
I heard you. But what I'm saying is, I think it's you have to look at.
Andy Reid wasn't even calling our plays.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying what you have to look at is though during the game when we've all said Patrick Mahomes hasn't played well, that goes on Andy Reid though, right?
No, it doesn't.
So who does it go on?
It goes on Mahomes. When Mahomes isn't playing well, it's because he's doing too much.
Okay,
making bad decisions.
But what I'm saying is, so you're saying Mahomes plays badly during the game, it's on Mahomes. When he plays well at the end of the game, nothing changes. It's just Mahomes.
No, I think Andy Reid has. Here's my thing. I believe that I believe that a player's play is a player's play, or a player is responsible for his own play. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Your coach,
especially at that level.
Your coach puts you in certain situations and gives you certain parameters. But if you want to understand the true makeup of what makes Kansas City go, understand that Andy Reid has honestly taken the reins off of them. He allows Patrick Mahomes, even Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Travis Kelce, they come up with plays and they present them to Andy Reid. He gives them, he works it out and then gives them the opportunity to practice those plays. And then randomly he might call it. Along with that play, he's going to give Pat maybe 2 or 3 other calls. Pat has the option to call what he wants to do.
Right.
So, yes, I get what you're saying, that a coach has to coach a player and has to do certain things. But certain guys go past their coaching.
Sure.
Are you going to tell me that Belichick is responsible for Brady? Absolutely not. I think the opposite. I think Brady's responsible for Belichick.
No, but what I'm saying is we're saying like we can't say that Mahomes and probably his worst statistical season is the reason for them being like 14-1. You know what I mean? Like there has to be something else.
15-1.
15-1.
Yes,
there has to be
his name.
More
one man, 2 names. Steve Spagnuolo.
Oh. Sure, but that's still.
What do you?
It's still part of coaching. No, I agree. The defense.
I know a fan of a
team. The defense is why they win.
I know a fan of a team whose defense was trash, and they needed a freaking what's his name? They needed freaking David Tyree to balance the ball between his hand and his head to win a damn Super Bowl.
No, the defense is what wins. I
know he's not talking.
The defense is what wins it for
them. Steve Spagnuolo has literally been the main reason why we won our last.
Steve Spagnuolo, the reason why the Giants won 2 Super Bowls. What I'm saying is, I'm not discounting. I'm not putting the credit to Steve Spagnuolo before I'm putting it to Andy Reid.
Bruh.
Clock management, Steve Spagnuolo got no responsibility for none of that. No, nothing on the offensive side whatsoever. Like Andy Reid
Defense
is
wins
more
championships, right?
Who's more responsible
Defense wins
for what
championship,
happens,
right?
bro?
Defense wins championships, yes or
All right,
no?
so is it Spagnuolo or is it
PMC? Who lost that? Who lost that championship for the Eagles when
It's
y'all
the
played us in the
defense.
Super
The
Bowl?
defense. Yeah.
Thank
the
you.
defense.
Who
But-
won
but-
who was responsible for us beating the 49ers last year?
But Colin, you also have to think about the last two.
Trent McDuffie.
But the last two Super Bowls that
Thank you.
But the last two Super
Stop
Bowls that the
playing,
Chiefs
man.
won, they won with that same play called by Andy Reid.
But are we even available to make that play if Trent McDuffie isn't there making multiple plays during that game?
Well, hold on.
What
So
are we talking about?
why is it Mahomes?
That's
Why
what
is
I'm
it
saying.
Mahomes for Andy Reid, but it's not Chris Jones?
That's what I'm
For Steve
saying.
Spagnuolo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't get that,
I just threw a different name out there.
bro.
Chris Jones. Listen, have you seen have you seen our defense without Chris Jones? You saw? Did you see when Chris Jones held out and we played one game without him, and the Lions literally beat us to shit the entire game? You saw how fast we paid Chris Jones?
Yeah.
Hey man.
So is it the player or is it the coach? Because it's the same coach, same defense.
Everybody got.
But without that key player, we don't look like an in Spags we trust defense, did we?
Everybody got a job to do. And Andy Reid do it better than almost everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Andy Reid is a fantastic coach. Andy Reid cultivates a fantastic culture. Andy Reid takes the reins off and allows players to be their true selves, but also is able to keep them, within a team context without having to lose them. Yeah. He's a great motivator, a fantastic leader of men.
What are we?
But Patrick Mahomes is the reason why we are winning these close games.
Whether Andy Reid should get any consideration for Coach of the Year this year.
Patrick Mahomes is the one out there making those plays consistently, time in and time out. If we don't have Patrick Mahomes, those plays don't get made. I don't care how good the play calls are.
But the plays don't get made on the other side of the field too. They get played.
No, they haven't. You know why they haven't, Sebastian? Because who else is Patrick Mahomes?
They've won because of picks. They won because of time management. They won because of so many other reasons.
Let's let Lee jump in. Let's let Lee jump in.
Real in. Okay, so we're talking about is Andy Reid deserves Coach of the Year consideration, right? That's what it comes down to.
For this year.
I consideration, like top 5, obviously, because his team is they got 15-1. Like, you need to be put in the conversation. I don't think he deserves to be up there with Dan Campbell and O'Connell. Just because we're talking about Coach of the Year, it's like, what have you overcome? Getting the most out of nothing. You know what I mean? Like, the Chiefs, they're stacked. Like, at the end of the day, they still got Patrick Mahomes. You're going to take that roster over pretty much any roster in the NFL just because they have Patrick Mahomes. So, what did they really overcome? What did Andy Reid overcome?
They overcame a lot of injuries.
They overcome a lot of injuries. Travis Kelce had a down year.
Pacheco was out.
Pacheco got injured. He was out.
Chris
Jones missed mad time.
Season. Like they didn't have their offense for like at least half the season.
Literally, the team hasn't played great, and they keep winning close games. Which is what I'm trying to say. Like that's coaching on some level.
But still, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure they were favored in every game they played.
You know
what I mean? Like
you have a player who you have a player who's arguably the greatest of all time, bro.
And not playing that well this year.
It doesn't, dog.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, in almost every other...
It's so hard to argue with you, Sebastian, because all you do is bring up stats, bro. I don't care about none of those stats. In the clutch moments, is Patrick Mahomes not still Patrick Mahomes? Has he not still been?
He's still Patrick Mahomes, yeah.
He is.
Then what are we talking about? If Patrick Mahomes is not on this team, are the Chiefs 15-1?
No.
Okay. Without Sam Darnold, did that Minnesota offense? Hold on. Did that Minnesota passing attack still look like that Minnesota passing attack with Kirk Cousins? Yes.
But if you do opposite, if you put Dan Campbell on the Chiefs, are they 15-1?
We put Dan Campbell on the Chiefs. Yo, with Mahomes, we're either gonna be 2 and 15, or we're gonna end the season 17-0. Because that's two boomer bust players, yo. That's two players that's going. But
that's the question.
We're not
right?
playing.
That's the question.
I don't
know
know.
both.
I don't know because the Chiefs team is built so differently than the Lions team. Like Dan Campbell wants to ground and pound, run it 40 times a game.
I don't like.
But we're just
I don't
talking.
like the notion
But we're just
that
talking.
the
Dan
Chiefs
Campbell likes
haven't had to deal with
firepower
anything
to
all
have
year. Like
fun.
I don't
Yeah.
like that, yo.
Yeah.
Like they've dealt with stuff, bro. They've had injuries. They've had
Because
Yeah.
you know
Hold
But we
out.
have Mahomes.
no, but you know what's like
different,
a
bro.
real possibility. Like
Yeah.
Chiefs could go on to win again, right? They could go on to win, or they're just either way. Like it's a good year, right? Like next year they could be healthy and they get Rashid Rice back. If they re-sign D-Hop, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's healthy and they're slinging it. Their offense is booming. It's like, but then that goes to Mahomes.
Hey, we might get Rashid. We might get
Put
Rashid
this
Rice
way.
back
Put it
in a
this way.
couple weeks.
all that
I
happens,
know.
right? The Chiefs lose, whatever they win, whatever. They go into next year. They're the same team, just healthy, and they win 14 games again. And I
Yeah.
can't give Andy Reid enough. Like, what are we gonna
Yeah,
do?
yeah,
Like, oh, sorry, bro. Your team just too stacked, bro.
yeah.
What do you mean?
It's just Mahomes. Yeah,
But that goes into the conversation every year with Coach of the Year.
sure.
Like, and every sport, Coach of the
yeah.
Year is never the best team. It's always the team that overachieved.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs technically overachieved.
You think they overachieved? I don't think they
Yo,
overachieved.
On
based off the
injuries?
number of
Yeah, on
injuries,
injuries, I will say.
Chris Mahomes wasn't even there to start the year, bro.
And you figure harder strength of schedule. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Who?
Chiefs.
No, we did not have the hardest stretch.
No,
So there's like-
to start the season.
to start
I'm
the
saying.
season.
To start the season. Yeah, we started
Yeah.
off with, but I'm like, nah, this is
And
is
on the way to a three-peat,
This was
like
the weakest schedule that we've had.
you're not
in
supposed to be
preseason.
15-1 after back-to-back chips. Like that just don't happen for anyone.
Bro. Give my boy
Thank
Andy
God
some
we ended
credit,
up having
bro.
a week ended
For
up
anyone.
mid to end.
They
of our
get
This way.
they get
Put it this
three-peat.
way.
Andy Reid get no credit.
These dudes fighting
No,
for the
I'm
number
not. I
one
can't
seed.
give. I
I'm
can't
trolling.
give
I'm
you credit
trolling.
this year, bro.
I'm trolling.
Because I'm watching a team that I'm just like, yo, if we don't have this outstanding megastar, we're not gonna get it done. If we
Mahomes
don't
wasn't
have
even
this
like
team
that
right
this
now,
year, bro.
You give any team,
I
any
don't
coach,
care what you have
you-
to say about his
you-
stats, Sebastian. Patrick
legit-
Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
He
you
doesn't
give any
have
coach,
to. He
give
doesn't
any
have
coach,
to
any
be.
team.
He doesn't
Patrick
have to
Mahomes.
be perfect,
They're
bruh.
making the playoffs.
He's
yeah.
not. I'm not, bro. My team, bro. Stop thinking about my team like we're the Giants, bro. We're not y'all. Stop judging us on your scale.
You could
bruh.
put
Like,
Mahomes.
Take whatever scale you're judging us
man.
on and elevate that bitch, bro. Like whatever
Yo,
you're
let me
thinking
let me
about my
let me
squad,
get Andy Reid then, bro.
Sebastian.
That's how
I need
y'all
you to
feel.
just, like,
Trade
bruh, just
trade
like,
Dayball for Andy Reid. Yo.
Sebastian, I get it, bro. Like y'all are used to being underachievers, and just like this is good enough. That's not.
But
us,
you know,
bro.
what's funny?
It's just not us.
Somehow, right? Mahomes is this good, but somehow CJ Stroud can still have a chance to win the Super Bowl. It's crazy.
Yeah,
In the next few years.
Y'all
It's
so
crazy to
petty.
me. It's crazy to me, man. Somehow his Super Bowl window is open in the next few years, yo. It's
Y'all
crazy.
so petty, bro.
It's nuts, man.
I hate, you know what I don't like about this show, bro? I love all of y'all individually, but I hate that everything has to be all or nothing on this bitch, bro. Like,
That's how it goes.
You gotta get the hot takes. I'm trying to get the
Bro.
clips. We need
That's
the
how
clips.
it go,
The hot
man.
takes get the news.
everything
Yeah.
gotta be all or nothing.
That's how it go,
God,
man.
Mahomes could be great. That
Nah,
nigga could also tear his ACL or tear his Achilles next
No.
season, bro.
that would be terrible.
Boom, that Super
That
Bowl
would
window
be terrible.
open.
That would be terrible.
CJ Stroud, generational season. Oh my God, Tank Dell held it together and didn't get shot in the offseason.
Tank Dell. Shout out to Tank
That's a
Dell.
terrible season, bro. You got shot in the offseason and it tore your whole.
I forgot he got shot.
Yeah,
He got shot.
off the recovery from the other
Felt
one.
like a 16-year-old. Yeah, off the recovery.
He got hurt
Felt
last
like
year.
a 16-year-old at a
Everyone's talking
club.
about Ricky Purcell or whatever. Everyone's talking about Purcell.
Yeah.
That was different. That was some real G shit. Cause like
That was different.
like Brian Robinson got hit in his leg. Tank Dell,
we-
I don't remember where he got hit, but like it wasn't some shit that like kept him away from the game for so.
We
Ricky
gunshot.
Pearsall could have like literally could have died on the spot. He got shot in his chest.
Are we
That shit went
gunshot? Are we gunshot wound scaling right now, Colin? That's what we doing. We scaling folks on how gangster they Near death experience.
All I know is Plaxico's got to be a little lower on the list than
That's the topic for next week.
I want to say
Best
say
performance after
certain
getting
things
shot.
right now, but this ain't my this.
Best performance after getting shot. Plaxico, we got Brian Robinson.
50
Dell.
We're talking about NFL players. Shut up, Sebastian.
Take Dell, Brian Robinson, Plaxico, or
Who else been
Purcell.
shot?
Somebody out here else got
I
shot.
feel like there's some
Come
other
on,
niggas
bro.
that's been.
Can we
put
count
Paul Pierce
dudes
in
who
here?
shot other
Paul
dudes?
Pierce
Paul
got stabbed.
Pierce.
He
He got stabbed.
Where's got
Thank
That ain't
God
the
for
same.
another
That
jab
ain't the
that
same.
saved his life.
That's another category.
What about JPP with the fireworks?
That don't count.
Yeah, that don't count. That don't count. That don't count.
Did he get comeback player of the year for that? Did he
Yeah.
played with like 5,
He
6
won
fingers,
he
right?
won a chip
He played
after
with
that,
like 6
right?
fingers.
Am I tripping?
Shit, I hope he
He
got
might have won
comeback player of
2
the year.
chips after that. No,
Yo,
just the one.
they gotta
Bucks.
they gotta create another category, yo, for people that have been hurt that come back. Like,
Oh,
They need to change it to the NBA. Was it the most improved? Make it something like that.
Yeah.
who said can we do one for the players who have shot somebody?
There's a lot more of those. There's a lot
Yeah.
more of those, bro.
Can we add can we add hit people with their cars as well?
Oh, nah.
Because if so, there's a couple people that can go in the
that's
category twice.
That's a little.
You might as well just do crimes.
All right, top
Bro.
one.
Ray Lewis got to be number one. Then Ray Lewis is number one.
What you know, Dante Stallworth.
Yeah, but Ray Lewis got away with it. Ray Lewis
So
got
did
away with
Dante
it.
Stallworth.
Are
The
we
exact same thing,
ranking
but his
the
was worse.
crime
'Cause
or
he was drunk.
the
talent,
the talent?
the player.
Oh,
Ray
okay,
Lewis, I
okay.
mean, both on top of both. Ray Lewis.
OJ top one, bro. What are we talking about?
OJ. Okay.
Talent,
top
talent
one.
with the crime. Okay.
I don't know, bro. Ray Caruth. You know what?
It's
All right,
OJ,
I'm getting
bro.
out, yo.
That's
Yo,
OJ.
end the
Yeah,
stream.
that's
End the
we
stream.
go.
Let's go. End the
That's a
stream.
wrap.
Yeah.
End the stream. Yo, we cannot
No one's
talk
watching
about
anymore.
this
No one's watching
on
this.
air.
What
What
are
are
we
we
doing?
No one's
doing?
watching anymore. We're good.
It's how you know this last week of the season don't matter, bro.
It don't matter,
That's
man.
why
Hey,
I
yo,
put the
who's
shades back.
wait.
I put the
Before-
shades back on. We on
Crime.
vacation this week.
There's one game that matters this week for real. Vikings, Lions. Who y'all got?
Vikings.
I got the Lions.
Who's home? That's what it's gonna come down
Who's
to.
playing their starters?
They're both.
I-
They
I
go
know
for
both
it.
It's for the division.
For the division, for the bye.
Oh, I got
Lions
the
are at home. I'm gonna take Lions. I'll take Lions.
I got the Lions.
So you're the only one with the Vikings. We'll see.
The Vikings. You know what? Wait, who got the Vikings?
I got the Vikings.
PMC.
I'm going with PMC then.
Okay.
I got Vikings.
They on my tickets, so I'll take it.
I got to keep this
No, I got
narrative
Lions.
going
I got Lions.
of the me and PMC versus Lee. It's a
I got
bad.
Lions.
I'll win either way.
I got to keep this going.
I'll win either way.
You got the ticket in?
I got the ticket in.
Yeah.
bro. I'll
Oh,
win
damn.
either
We
way.
didn't even do the parlay.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo,
I mean-
Sebastian, man, them parlays might not have been hitting this year, but you know what did hit? That Wendy's awards app. Man, I've been eating free nuggets for the last 3 weeks, bro. It's been great, man. It's been fantastic, and I gotta just say on air in front of everybody, I appreciate you now. And
Trying to get that sponsorship.
Hey,
yeah, man.
we'll take it. We'll take
Wendy's.
it. Shout out to Wendy's, bro.
I'm thankful.
Fofos, Biggie
thankful.
bags, whatever they call it now, man.
Well,
All that.
don't be putting the hack out there now. Don't.
Oh, word, yeah.
People gotta catch on.
All right, we
keep
got
that-
industry.
yeah, come on.
We got industry.
What free? We paid no free nuggets.
We got industry.
I'm going back.
All
I'm
right.
about to go.
We getting off here.
Last night, I'm about to go back.
Like always, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all.